58. They're up 16, but then we've got some dastardliness going on underneath the hoop.
And now, Davis gets jumped by Haywood.
Oh, and Davis says, don't you do that.
Antonio Davis is furious. AD is not to be messed with.
Oh,
and then a punch by Haywood. He just punched Davis. Davis and Haywood go down.
Oh, yeah.
They are trying to break it up.
They got a brouhaha here, and they're trying to wave people back to the bench.
Okay, Jim, let's look at it again. Llewellyn Deng goes for the layup. Larry Hughes pushes Kirk Heinrich into him. Wiz said they got to play tougher this year. Then Brendan Haywood takes a shot at Antonio Davis right there, and then backs. Look at him.
Run away, run away,
yeah.
run away.
He backs up any faster, you're going to get a French passport. Then
Commissioner David Stern e seus subordinados. Opa! Opa! Joe Crawford entrou no meio. Vai ter confusão por aqui. Vai ter confusão. Tá expulso o Magloire. Pelo que eu entendi, Regis, o Magloire tá expulso. Armstrong tá sendo contido pelo Doc Rivers.
Foi uma falta grave do Magloire. Ele veio debochar dos jogadores do Orlando Magic e está expulso. É uma atitude antiesportiva num jogador que o Paul Silas vai ter que conversar muito com ele, porque isso é típico de marginalia, não de jogador de basquete.
E ele pegou o T-Mac que já está derrubado, né, Regis? Já está baleado.
É.
Soaring to the hoop and fouled by Harris. Some pushing and shoving after the play as Harris had the takedown on Jamario Moon. LeBron James on the rush. Bobby Simmons playing the role of peacemaker. Mike Brown came all the way out. He got him up high, and that's what the officials look for.
There's a deflection. Shaq leads it out in front, and there you see Devin Harris come across the top of his head. Anytime you go above the shoulders, they're going to hit you immediately for a flagrant 2, most likely.
And LeBron James wasted no...
Bill Walker having some words. I didn't see what happened. I was blocked out.
Well, they're trying to be physical with the Celtics, and these officials are allowing them to do it, and they're getting to the free throw line and not the Celtics. Watch McGrady just give him a shot, knock him away. Now that.
And the foul was called on McGrady. Eddie House and Tracy McGrady now going at it.
Well, McGrady ought to have gotten thrown out of this game.
Well, he got a flagrant foul, flagrant 1.
He should be out of the game. He's causing a problem. They're trying to be very physical with the Celtics, what I said before. And because of that, now the game is getting out of control. And the officials have done nothing to even this game out.
Well, watch Walker.
Well, what Walker did was make a half-hearted cut, and McGrady put his arm out to stop him. On the first instance, that should have been a foul.
Anthony, 2-on-1, Williams to Bell, and the hard foul by Smith, and that might be a flagrant. And now Williams steps in and some pushing and shoving.
Yeah, you knew that was going to happen sooner or later, okay? That was just a bad play by J.R. Smith. A bad play.
Jerry Sloan is even out there in the middle of things.
Yeah, well, you never want to see that happen. That's a 2-on-1 situation. where the defender was not going for the block. Now, the people are all excited because they're cheering for their guy and the contact that went on at the other end of the floor in the one situation, then on the denial. But I give Raja Bell a lot of credit there. He went strong. See what they call
his shooting, but in the same token, it's extremely valuable to rebound the ball off the floor.
Better not empty. The league is watching that very closely. Guys coming off the bench. Orlando guys stayed still, but a couple of Sacramento players ran off the bench, particularly Turkoglu and Divac.
They were both benches were halfway on the floor. McGrady was at the center of it for the Orlando Magic, and then Bobby Jackson was the combatant for the Sacramento Kings. Let's watch it again. There was a punch by McGrady, a shove by Jackson. Both benches got about halfway on the floor, then quickly retreated to their respective benches.
And the officials saw that right away. There should have been a technical foul, but I give the official credit right here. Ed Rush, look at, he goes in there and breaks it up. He gets right in the middle of the pile to try to prevent anybody from getting their finger bit.
Well, you know something about that, don't you?
But there you see Noah. Wow, and there's Turner, and now Hamilton intercedes, and Boozer. And now a technical foul being called, and it might be against Derrick Rose, who got involved.
He's like one of those agitators. That's one of those agitating and inciting fouls. He gets into the fray, clapping it up, going back to the high school.
Looking to get paid by October 31st. Right here, though, he's looking to get in the face of Kevin Seraphin, who got the offensive foul. You sure this is a preseason game, fellas? Oh, these two were into it. Can't wait for him to square off in the regular season.
And I'll get back to it in a second, guys.
Here's Nakbar on a break. And Nakbar gets fouled, and then it looks like Malone was ready to get into it with him. And here comes Van Gundy, and you know that scene when Jeff gets into the middle of an altercation.
Yeah, I think they better watch Van Gundy and watch your legs right now.
The other thing you have to watch for in a situation like this is, you know, in the NBA, and Ron Artest knows it best of all, did any of the guys not on the court come out onto the floor?
Yeah, the first thing I did was look over at both benches, and both set of assistant coaches had their arms out waving to everyone to get back.
The Rockets might have felt that Malone undercut Nakbar. Take a look.
Well, what happened, if you see it, Steve Francis and Karl Malone bumped into each other. It threw Karl Malone off balance, which threw him into Nakbar. Steve Francis took exception, thinking that it was done on purpose.
Now, you're right. He's off balance.
Yes.
There's no place to go. And now you also have only two officials breaking up the altercation instead of three, with Joe Crawford still on the men.
Yeah, but I think the officials did an excellent job. They cleared the court. They're bringing them back out on the floor now. Tempers have kind of calmed down a little bit. It was a hard foul. I think you probably have to call it a flagrant foul because of that.
Well, of course, anytime Van Gundy comes out into a situation like this in April of '98, the famous, I guess infamous for Jeff scene with Alonzo Mourning, and there he is like a rag doll.
You know, at the time, it wasn't very funny, but every time you get a look at that, it's pretty amazing to watch. Call because the officials are trying to clean the game up. Shaq is trying to draw it on Yao. Unfortunately for him, Yao did a better job defending it.
Malone backs into the front court. He's got Kobe behind him, but he's going to go all the way. And Nakbar knocks him down. And here comes Malone is looking for Nakbar, and they call a technical foul on Malone because Nakbar got up and started to walk away, and Malone started to go after him, and the officials are right there. Bill Spooner calling the technical foul.
Al, I have to say, that is a great job by Nakbar. He had to do this. I mean, it wasn't nasty or dirty, but Nakbar had to do that. On the play before, he was knocked down by Malone. You know, in this league, you have to do it back. He did it back in a clean way. Nakbar has just become a hero in Houston for standing up to Karl Malone. And I think it's something you have to do as a young player to show that you're not afraid of anyone.
David Jones was the referee, the official who called it. Jackson makes the technical. Have you ever seen a guy create more havoc playing 5 minutes and drawing 4 fouls than Nakbar?
No, I haven't. But it's good. I mean, he's bringing energy to the basketball team right now. He's doing exactly what he is supposed to do.
The glass and hits. Randy Whitman, first thing he did. And now Seraphin is going at it with Camby.
Camby looked like he threw it wasn't a punch, but he threw a hand. It'd be interesting to see how they...
Del Negro is incensed. Now Landry and Griffin going chest to chest.
And I'll tell you what made Blake upset. He didn't get the call. There was a ton of contact. And then Landry ripped the ball from Blake.
Landry all smiles now.
Now watch. Tell me there's not contact here. There's a reason why Blake doesn't catch the pass or save it, but Landry clearly hit the ball.
Well, I think he shoved him with his left arm, too.
What?
Even if there is no intent, it can be a flagrant foul, and I still thought the one against Jimmy Butler yesterday in Dallas should have been called a flagrant foul, if you were going to, especially if you were going to reverse the one on Taj Gibson against LeBron.
Look at Lawrence Frank.
What's he doing?
I thought it was a child out there. I didn't know that was him.
He just came running out of the...
Now, see, I mean, it was inadvertent, but, you know, again, if you're Brandon Knight, you got to get over there a little quicker because guys will think that was on purpose. And you see right there's Lawrence Frank right in the middle of it. Look like Jeff Van.
Got to go to the hole.
And J.R. Smith and Bayless. And Bayless with a forearm shove. Smith walks away, and Rasheed Wallace playing the peacemaker.
Well, I tell you what, Mike, the first looked like an elbow from Smith.
Well, obviously, Bayless responded to something Smith.
Ronnie Brewer hitting the jumper. Wow, and there, in a scuffle, was Royale Ivey and J.R. Smith. Now, I'm not sure what precipitated it, but I'll tell you what. Royale, I know him personally, pretty mellow guy. J.R. Smith does have a bit of a reputation, but again, it's hard to say from here what precipitated all this. Two guys just getting tangled, and then he ran into Hawes, and then the two of them had to be separated.
Yeah, Ivy tangling up.
Nice pass. Rudy Gay gets fouled by AC, and now Rudy Gay comes back at Quincy AC. There's already one skirmish tonight in the Brooklyn Nets, and Lowry is down on the other side. The Nets in the Celtics game